what's happening. I'm going to talk about my respect for the major scale pattern here. A few people asked me to tie this back to the scale and the keys, so I'm going to try to do that for you right now. So this is about the major scale. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whole step pattern. This is the intervallic pattern. We're going to talk about the numeral step pattern and the intervallic step pattern here for the major scale. Okay, we're going to concentrate on them two right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some notes for you, and I'm going to go in sequence. I already know the circle of fifths pretty good, so I'm going to go in sequence just so you can see this. And the intervallic pattern here, this is going to force you to step into different keys, and I'll prove it. Okay, so if we start in C, right, we got C to D is a whole step, D to E would be the whole step, E to F, right, F to G is a whole step, G to A is a whole step, A to B is a whole step, B back to C is a half step. We've met the criteria. Now, if we step to G, and like I said, I'm going to go in a circle, like follow the circle just so it makes more sense. If I go from G, and I write this out, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, something's going to be a little weird at the end here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow this. G to A is a whole step. A to B is a whole step. B to C is a half step. That's what we needed. C to D is a whole step. Whole step from D to E. E to F is a... we need a whole step there, so I'm going to sharpen this. And now we have something different than the key of C. Okay? So I added that sharp there. Now we're in the key of G that obviously has F sharp. Sorry, my F's a little funny there. Then I'm going to move on to D, which is the next key. I'm going to write it out. D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. Okay, there's going to be a couple things here. Alright, so I got a whole step from D to E, but I had that F sharp up here, so I'm going to take that anyhow. Okay. I got F sharp. Now I have a whole step here from E to F sharp. F sharp to G is a half step. G to A is a whole step. A to B is a whole step. B to C is not a whole step. I got to sharpen that. Okay. C sharp to D is a half step to finish out the octave. Alright, I think I'm going to switch to black for the scale notes so they come up a little better on this board. I'm going to go from A this time. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Alright, so at this point you're going to start to see we might as well just sharpen the C and the F because we already got them, and that's what we had to do here. Right? This is a pretty standard practice here, right? So if we go from A to B, that's a whole step. B to C sharp, whole step. C sharp to D, half step. D to E, whole step. E to F sharp, whole step. F sharp to G. Whoop, not a whole step. I gotta sharpen that. Whole step. F sharp to G sharp, whole step. G sharp to A, half step. So now we've walked through a few keys. Alright, we got 3 sharps in the key of A, 2 sharps in the key of D, 1 sharp in the key of G, no sharps in the key of C, and I'll do one more for you. Let's try this from E. E. Now we already had F sharp, so I'm going to keep that. We had G sharp, I'm going to keep that. A, B, C. Oh, I'm getting out of myself here. D and back to E. We'll keep track of this one. Okay, so E to F sharp, whole step. F sharp, G sharp, whole step. G sharp to A, that's our half step. That's what we wanted right there. Okay, A to B, whole step. B to C, nope, we're gonna have to sharpen that. Alright, C sharp to D, half step, we can't have that. We gotta sharpen that D, half step. D sharp to E, half step right there. So now we have four sharps. D sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and F sharp. That's the key of E. Now we've gone around the circle of fifths, a little less than halfway. But you can continue. What's going to happen is you're going to be better off going the other way in fourths. But I'll do another little video on that one for you. All right. So that's the concept there about the intervallic pattern. Let's take a look quickly here on guitar. I'm going to go through it on guitar exactly like I did here. I'm going to start in C off the low E string. Hope everybody can hear this. Let me turn this up a little. So 8th fret, there's our C. Important to know where the frets are, what the notes are. Okay, so C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. However you want to look at that. In this instance, I'm looking at it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm talking about this pattern here. C to D, whole step. D to E, whole step. E to F, half step. F to G, whole step. G to A, whole step. A to B, whole step. B to C, half step. Right? Now is what we just did. Made the key of C there. Right? So now with this same shape, I'm going to take the same shape. It's going to be the same interval pattern, the same do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, the same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Same pattern, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Now we're playing in the key of G. We're rooting off the G here. Okay? What happened was, we have a sharp now. Instead of no sharps like we had in C, now we have G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Right, we move the key there. Now if we go to D, same shape, same step pattern. D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D. Right, just like I said down here, F sharp and D sharp. If I go from A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. Okay, same step patterns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But we added another sharp by moving this. The shape stays the same, the notes underneath change. Okay, I'll do one more here from E, and I'll do it up here so you can see the full E. Right? E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, E. The shape stayed the same. Now I hope I explained in good enough detail here how this whole step pattern, major scale pattern, how important that is. It kind of runs everything. I guess to be punny, I would say it is the key to all Western music. Rock on.